you're on, yogis, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or something. Let me know you're here. We're starting the GoPro. We're on a fellow owner's lot today. And I'm just happy to bring a little class to you today. This is lot 41, Blue Water Key RV Resort. And I'm bringing you just a little bit of yoga tonight. So thanks for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you're on live and you're taking the class. I know my regular yogis are lined up to join me tonight. We're going to begin in easy seated position, which can be crisscross legs, or I'm sitting on my block tonight in Virasana. So if you're sitting on your block, go ahead and curl those toes under and bring yourself into Virasana. Hands on our thighs. And let's begin on this beautiful 85-degree evening with some deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Let's open ourselves day of living, knowing that as we step onto our mats and practice this evening, that we've given everything we can today, just as we have every day, and we should be satisfied with our work, and now it's just time for us. So as you move through your class, check in with your breath. Remember to let go of competition, judgment, and expectations, and just be here in your 6 feet of space with yourself, with the breath. Breath by breath, moment by moment. Let's take in a full deep breath, and as we do, let's expand that belly outward, fill it into the middle belly, up into our chest, to our throat, and then reverse that breath from the throat, middle belly, down to the lower belly. And again, a breathing breath into the belly, expanding it all the way up into our throat. Exhaling, releasing that breath from the throat down to the base of the belly. Let's just sit here in a couple more breaths, eyes closed, shoulders softened, and just listen to the sounds of our breath coming in and going out. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and remove our block and set it off to the side. As we come on to all fours for our cat-cow. Let's begin with our cow, pushing the tailbone away, pulling the head up, opening the heart and the throat. Exhaling, pull the tailbone under, round through the upper back, drop the head down into cow. Or cat, I'm sorry. Inhaling into cow. And again, exhaling, rounding into cat, really pressing away from the earth. Inhaling, rolling up that spine, head comes up, heart is open. Exhaling, tucking and rounding. One more time into cat. Beautiful. Find that neutral spine. And again, we're going to curl the toes under and sit back up into Virasana. So we're sitting up nice and tall. And I'm going to invite you to bring those hands behind your back, and we're opening up the toes, stretching those Achilles. Really squeeze the hands as if you're holding an imaginary beach ball behind your back. Slide your shoulders down and away from your ears. Reach your fingertips for the earth. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and interlace those fingers now behind our back, and now pressing the knuckles down towards the earth. Gently begin to lift the hands from the low back, really opening the heart a little further. Lift the chin to open the throat. Be gentle here and mindful, going to that point of mild or moderate tension. Exhale. Let's bring the chin back down and slowly begin to lower our forehead to the earth. Releasing the hands by our feet, uncurling the toes, finding that full expression of extended child's pose. Foreheads on the earth, our hands sweep down by our feet, finding space and room through the low back. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. Inhaling, let's return our hands to that forward position. Lift through the hips, curl the toes under, and rise up to our downward facing dog. We're going to begin by pedaling each heel toward the earth, pressing our chest toward our thighs. We're pressing our fingertips into the earth, fingers spread wide like starfish. Index finger, middle fingers pointing toward the front or the top of your mat. And just pedaling smoothly back and forth. Now, if you've been joining me with some of my other yoga classes, I want you to be mindful that this one might be a little more challenging. But just do what you can. And if you need to rest, rest whenever you need to rest. Join us when you're ready. All right, inhale up high on the tippy toes. Shift your weight forward, round through that upper back like a cat. And now press all the way back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savanyasana. Now, up here should be in alignment with our upper arms, and we should be looking back toward our feet. Now, if we have this little bouncy thing going on in those hamstrings, remember, we can bend the knees, tip the tailbone away, and find more length through that spine. Beautiful. Nice long downward facing dog. Let's inhale into plank, Dadasana. Really firm up the lower belly. Push up and away from the earth. Engage the glutes. And big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savanyasana. Wonderful. Exhaling down to our knees, uncurling our toes, finding extended child's pose. Inhaling, drawing our shoulders over our wrists. Exhaling all the way down to the floor, releasing, inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, release, let's repeat that. Inhaling up, cobra. Remember, our hands are pushing, we're using our upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up and set those hips back into that extended child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale, shift through the hips. Curl the toes under, find downward facing dog. Some of us haven't done this in a while, so we've got to get everything open and familiar again. Beautiful. Let's inhale, right leg up, hips nice and square to the earth. And exhale, right foot back down. Inhale, Dadasana, plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Hips nice and square. Keep the breath moving. Set that left foot down. Inhale into that plank, Tadasana. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. That's our yogi push-up, Chaturanga. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Right leg rises. Let's sweep that right foot through between our hands. We can use our right hand to help it through. We're going to drop our left knee onto the earth, uncurl our toes, and walk our hands up our thighs for our moon salute. We're just sitting here, hips square, sinking our hips toward the earth. Let's inhale those arms up. Really reach toward the sky, but don't wear your shoulders up against your ears, but create a little bit of space there. Let's cactus those arms. Squeeze the glutes. Open the throat and the heart again. Inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's reframe that front foot. Curl left toes under. Pick up that knee. Step that right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. and left foot is stepped through. We can use that left hand to help us out. Our right knee comes to the earth. We're going to uncurl the toes, make sure that knee is stacked as we walk our hands up our thighs and we come into that moon salute. Really think about keeping the hips square. We don't want to over rotate the body open. So keep our right hip pointing forward. Let's go ahead and inhale, arms all the way up. Really reach the fingertips toward that beautiful blue sky. And if you have clouds, just imagine the blue sky. Fantastic. Exhale, hands into heart center. Reframe that front foot. Curl right toes under. Pick up knees. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale into Dandasana plank. Remember, you can always go to your knees. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending our knees or sinking our knees toward the mat, looking forward to our hands. Let's go ahead and either walk, step, or float our way to the top of the mat into forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Nice square shoulders. Exhale, release. Circle sweep, rise all the way up. Bring those feet and knees together. Interlace the fingers. Really reach, reach, reach. And now as we exhale, let's exhale our hands to the left, our hips to the right, and just look past the front side of that right bicep, really lengthening. Inhaling back to center, exhaling to the opposite side. You're doing great. Inhale, back to center. Sunflower forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Let's step that right foot back behind, followed by that left foot, and downward facing dog. Once again. Right leg rises. Let's bring that right leg through. Use that right hand if we need to. Drop that left knee. Uncurl the toes and walk those hips back. So I want you to keep this front foot flat for now. Little hips nice and square. Modified pyramid happening here. And now go ahead and pull those toes up and let your hips come back a little further, but we're not going to sit our hips back on our heels. We're just going to keep our hips high. We're opening up this back and this right leg. Keep that little chest lifted. If you use your block for this for a little more length, you can certainly bring your block underneath. Beautiful. Let's shift our weight back to that front foot. We're going to keep our right hand or our left hand down on the earth, and we're going to turn it open and extend our right hand toward the sky. So left hand on the earth, right hand toward the sky, lengthening from wrists to fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale that right hand down to the inside of the right foot, turning and opening now, extending that left hand toward the sky. Exhaling our left hand down to the earth. Let's walk that right foot to the outside edge of our mat. Roll it onto its outside edge. Place our right hand on the inside of that right knee and gently rotate to look over our right shoulder. Inhaling, releasing. Let's walk that foot back to central. Curl those toes under. Pick up that knee, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg rises. And let's bring that left foot through. Exhale that right knee to the earth. Uncurl the toes. We're shifting our hips to the rear. Let's begin with the whole entire foot maintaining contact with the earth. The breath is coming in and going out. And now let's pull those toes up and shift our hips back a little further. Again, using our block if we need a little bit of assistance. 1 block, 2 blocks, a chair if you have a chair. Wonderful. Go ahead, shift your weight back into that left foot. Walk your left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Roll onto the outside edge of your foot. Place your hands to the inside of that left thigh and open the hips by looking over, pressing and looking over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Walking everything back to the center, curling that right toe under. Let's pick up the knee, step back, downward facing dog. Exhaling back down to our knees as we work on our modified half series with warriors. We're inhaling from our knees, shoulders come over our wrists, elbows tight into our side as we exhale halfway down. Inhale up, exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up and back to extended child's pose. Inhaling, lift. Step that right foot forward. Use that right hand to help you out. Curl left toes under. Pick up the knee. Open the hips. Windmill the arms up into warrior 2. Inhale all the way up. Straighten that right leg. Exhale. Come back into our warrior 2. Reach forward and tip back into our reverse. Windmill those hands all the way back down. Turn that back foot. Step back to your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savnyasa. Inhaling, left leg rises. Inhaling plank. Exhaling to our knee. Exhaling halfway down. Inhaling up. Exhaling all the way down. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling release. Inhale, press up. Step that left foot forward. Turn that back foot to open the hips. And windmill your arms up to warrior 2. Siddhasana V. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, sink back into your warrior 2. Inhale, tip all the way back to reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill both hands back down to the earth. Turn your back foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Remember, you can modify here. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Now we can exhale all the way down and come into that cobra, or we can choose upward facing dog by coming onto the tops of our feet, engaging our glutes, opening our heart. Exhale, rebuild your downward facing dog. Taking a rest here in downward facing dog. Remember, you can return to extended child's pose if extended child's pose is a better rest pose for you. Wonderful. Inhaling, right leg rises. Let's step that right foot through into this low lunge. You can exhale the knee down for modification, or inhale, rise up into Anjaneyasana. Lunge. Such a beautiful breeze here. I hope you guys can hear me over the wind. Exhale, hands into heart center. Hinge 45 degrees forward. Hold here. And now let's take that left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Press our hands back to heart center as we look back at our right elbow to our twisted crescent lunge. Pavarita, Anjaneyasana. Beautiful. Inhale, bring everything back to center, but we're still at 45. Inhale, rise all the way back up to our crescent lunge. Reframe that front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Left foot's brought through. Remember, use that left hand to help yourself out. And inhale, rise up, use your leg if you need to, into that crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. The breath is coming in and going out, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Exhale, hands to heart center. And forward, 45 degrees. Hold here. And now let's take that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Press our hands together into prayer position and rotate. Again, remember, we can be on our knees. This back knee can be down. You'll actually find you get a little bit deeper rotation if you modify it. Inhale back to center. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reframe that front foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Let's exhale those knees toward the mat. Look forward toward our hands. And again, inhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And shoot it back. Exhale, right knee to nose. Really curl it under and shoot it back. Three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow, twist and shoot it back. Beautiful. Right knee to left elbow. Extend that right leg straight out and away and turn it open for falling star. Open the heart, press through the feet. Beautiful. Exhale that left hand back down to the earth. Bring that right foot through, three-legged dog. Drop that right foot. Exhale those knees to the mat and look towards your hands. Lift those hips, downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Left knee to left elbow. Shoot it back. Three-legged dog. Left knee to nose. Curl it under and shoot it back. Left knee to right elbow and shoot it back. Left knee to right elbow. Extend that left leg straight. Spin to the inside of that right leg and extend that right hand toward the sky. Opening up for fallen star. Really peel the heart open. Beautiful. Exhale that right hand down to the earth. Bring that left leg through and shoot it back to three-legged dog. Left foot down, downward facing dog. Exhaling down to our hands and our knees. Let's ensure that those shoulders are stacked over our wrists. Hips over our knees. We work on our sunbird. So in sunbird, let's inhale and open our chest. And now as we exhale, we're going to draw our left knee to our nose or toward our nose. And now as we inhale, open and press the toes of that left foot toward the sky and lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift and open. And again, exhale, tuck and round. Inhale and open. Keep the breath moving with the movement of the body. Exhaling, close. Inhaling, open. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Let's bring that left knee down to the earth. Shift our weight as necessary. Open the heart and chest. Now as we exhale, let's draw the knee, right knee toward the nose. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale. Inhale, really peel the heart open, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round, really press away from the earth. Inhale, and now exhale that knee back down to the earth. If you're feeling the wrists getting a little bit wore out from all of this, let's go ahead and turn those wrists over. Be gentle here. Give them a little swirl. Good. Awesome. Take your left leg, kick it out behind you like a kickstand, so your left knee, left hand are in alignment with one another. And we're going to take our right foot and we're going to stick it out here to this side. And I want you to put your foot flat on the earth, toes pointed forward. Let's go ahead and windmill up into gate pose. So left hand is reaching toward the sky, right hand is just resting on the outside of our right knee, and we're lifting and lengthening. If you'd like to find a little more opening, you can continue into a little bit more of a side bend. It's up to you, but we want to be looking past this side of our bicep rather than the back side, so opening that heart. Beautiful. So we're going to windmill that left hand back down to the earth. You can come on your knuckles if that's more comfortable for you. And we're coming into a little modified side plank. So the foot can stay on the earth if you prefer. Right hand toward the sky. Or we can just lift that right leg. Pull the belly button in. Keep the breath moving. You're looking good. All right. Let's exhale that foot back down to the earth. Bring our right hand down. We're going to spin it back onto our hands and knees. Now we're going to go to the opposite side. So I'll turn around so you can see. Right foot kicks back like a kickstand. So right knee, right hand, and then we're opening our chest. Here we go. Left foot's flat on the ground. Toes are pointed directly forward. And we're going to windmill ourselves up. Extending right hand toward the sky, left hand toward our calf, or resting gently on our leg. Breath is inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Lips are just gently sealed, and our breath sounds like waves coming crashing on the shore. Beautiful. Exhale that right hand back down to the mat. You can come on your knuckles if you prefer. And then we're just going to lift, if you want to, this left leg and extend this left hand toward the sky for a modified side plank. Beautiful. Place everything back on the earth, and let's come back into that hands and knees position. Curling our toes under, pressing up to downward facing dog. We're going to walk our feet toward our hands and our hands toward our feet. And we're going to inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Let's circle sweep all the way up. Hands come together at the top and are exhaled into heart center. Balancing postures, tree pose. So we all know tree pose. We're going to bring our heel just above that ankle joint. Or remember, we can come onto the calf, or we can come onto the inner thigh here. But we want to go to that point of comfort for ourselves personally. Once we have the foot in position, we're making sure that this hip is open, our heart is open, as we grow the branches of our tree toward the sky. Don't forget to smile. And then we can open those branches, inviting in sunlight and light, that life-giving energy. And now that it's spring and trees are blossoming and flowers are blooming, let's let the branches of our tree get a little heavier. Set the shoulders down, open the heart further. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Let's go ahead and bring that knee back to the center and set that left foot down. Shifting our weight, we're coming onto our right or our left foot, and this is going to be our trunk now. Remember, heel can be just above the ankle joint with toes in contact with the calf, or you can come all the way up. Again, it's hip opening. Lengthen out through your torso and grow your tree when you feel ready. And honestly, I did not plan to have this palm tree thing growing out of my head. It just happened. So, and let's let the branches get a little heavier. Sure, why not? Oh, I got a squirrel over. Okay, good. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands back into center. Bring that knee back to the front and set that foot down. Step back up to the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up. Sunflower forward fold. Surya Namaskar. Right foot steps back as we come into this low lunge. We can come to our knee if we prefer. Sweep toward the sky and then reframe that front foot. Step that front foot back to downward facing dog. We're inhaling plank, and we can come to our knees as well. Exhaling all the way down to find a cobra, or we're coming into our upward facing dog. Beautiful. Exhaling, rebuilding, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg rises. Let's bring that right foot through. Again, we can modify with the knee down and sweep towards the sky. Step forward with our left foot to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Drop our hips, look forward. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, sit into chair. Utkatasana, this is chair version 2. We can stay here or find a balanced chair on our toes. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Sunflower forward fold. Stepping our left foot back behind into low lunge. Stay high or drop that knee down. Sweep toward the sky. Reframe front foot. Step right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale into that plank, Tadasana. Come to the knees. Exhale halfway down. Oh, inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Come into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, rebuild for downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Bring that left foot through. Remember, you can lose your hand. Come into low lunge or drop the knee for modified low lunge. Sweep. Reframe that front foot. Step that right foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, release. Drop your hips, look forward. Circle sweep, rise all the way up. Exhale, sit into chair, version 2. Weight is in our heels, belly button's pulled in. Stay here in chair or come to balance chair. Get it? Beautiful. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Beautiful. Sunflower forward fold. Stepping our right foot back behind. Let's turn our foot to open our hips so our back foot is pointed toward the side of our mat. And we're windmilling those arms up into warrior 2. Viradasana Devini. Let's inhale and straighten. Exhale and sink into warrior 2. The breath is moving in and out. Shoulders are stacked over hips. Hips are open. Heart is open. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, rebuild that warrior 2. Tipping back, let's find a reverse warrior as we reach toward the sky with our fingertips. Still sinking into this left leg. Beautiful. Coming back to our warrior 2. Take our left forearm onto our left thigh for a modified side angle. If you'd like a little more sensation in modified side angle, you can bring those fingertips down to the earth. And from here, I want you to slowly begin to straighten that left leg and come right into triangle. Trikonasana. Hand can be to the inside or the outside or resting on your shin. Just don't dump all your weight into your shin. Use your core. Beautiful. Let's bend that left knee once again. Bring our hands down to the earth. And I want you to walk to the long side of your mat. I know, we just did warriors, but we're going to change it up. Turn your toes out at about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to inhale all the way up. Sunflowers. Sweep toward the earth and inhale up. 5-pointed star. Sweep. Hinge at the hips and inhale up. One more time. Sweep. Inhale all the way up. Now squat and pull those elbows deep into the rib cage and inhale up. And again, exhale, squat down and inhale up. One more time. Squat down and inhale up. Goddess pose. Gold post those arms, cactus those arms, open those knees. Weight is in our heels, heart is open. This is our goddess pose. Let's take that left forearm now onto the left thigh. Now I'm asking you not to dump your weight, but lift and reach up overhead. If you'd like to open up the side body a little further, just be mindful that we're not dumping our weight into our arm and our leg. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, straighten. You got it. Exhale, open that heart, open those hips. Right forearm onto right thigh, extend left arm toward the sky. If you'd like to open up that side body a little further, do you. Beautiful. Inhaling all the way back to goddess pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You got this. Pivot your right foot toward the back of your mat, because I've been facing that way and now I'm going to go this way. Good. Excellent. Back foot out to the side. Yep. Raise those hands up over our head. Exhale into warrior two in that right leg. Great. So shoulders over hips. So if you find you're reaching forward, pull yourself back. Our wrists should float over our ankles. Shoulders and neck are soft and relaxed, but firm. This knee is pointing toward our middle toe or more toward our pinky toe, that front knee. Beautiful. Let's inhale and straighten. Exhale. Vibhadrasana Dvi. Tip it back for our reverse warrior. Reach for the sky with that right hand. This backhand is just resting here, using your core strength. Beautiful. Exhale back into warrior two. Taking that right forearm onto this right thigh, and we're extending this left arm toward the sky. Remember, we're not dumping our weight here. We're supported, but not too much. We could open up and take that hand to the earth if we prefer. Beautiful. And now begin to straighten that right leg and come into triangle. It's a great way to get your hips lined up for a good triangle. Again, we can be on our shin, inside, outside of the leg. Now let's go ahead and bend that right knee again, coming back to center, both toes pointed towards the front as we come down to our hands with a nice flat back. I'm going to turn sideways. You just stay where you're at so that you can see me. So we have a nice flat back. Keeping our left hand on the earth, let's turn and open, extend that right arm toward the sky. Beautiful. Really reach a little higher. Really lengthen a little further. Exhale. Right hand back down to the earth. Turn and open, extending the left hand toward the sky. Really lengthen. Exhale. Bring that hand back down to the earth. Go ahead and begin to walk those feet back together until they're about hip width apart. Let the head hang. Take the head gently now. Nod the head gently down. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, release. Walk those hands to the top of the mat. Step that right foot back, followed by that left foot, and find your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. We're stacking our right hip on top of our left, so you're opening your hips. And then we're gonna bend that right knee so our heel drops down behind us. And we're gonna look underneath that left arm, see if we can't catch a glimpse of our right heel underneath our left arm. You got this. Scorpion pose. Straighten that right leg, re-square your hips to three-legged dog, and then bring that right foot back down to the earth. Inhale, Dadasana. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Stack left hip on top of right hip. Bend that right or left knee, heel drop down. See if you can take a glimpse of it underneath your right arm. Really draw the knee skyward. Beautiful. Straighten the left leg, re-square the hips, three-legged dog, and then bring that left foot back down to the earth. Beautiful. Exhale down to our hands and knees, uncurl our toes, extended child's pose. Take a moment to check in with your breath. You're doing a great job. Inhale, lift back to our hands and knees position, and now we're coming into our seated position. I know there's a lot of words. It's barely anything, but we haven't been practicing, so it's just a little bit, right? So, seated cat-cow. Now let's do some seated spinal twists. So sitting up nice and tall and long. Let's go ahead and draw that right knee into our chest. And we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot across. And now we can tuck this left heel under, but remember we want both sits bones making contact with the earth. If they don't make contact, it's best to elevate your hips onto a block, or if you have a bolster, pillow, or something, to make sure that both of your hip bones are making contact. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Let's get a little twist here. Let's exhale our right hand to the front of our right shin. Left hand behind. Inhale and lengthen. And again, inhaling all the way up and exhaling off to the opposite side. Twisting. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and unwrap those legs. Start with both legs extended. Let's draw that left knee in. Sit up tall and long. Remember, on twisting too, you can modify and stay here if this is better for you. You can still do the twisting work. Left foot comes over right thigh. I'm going to bring this right heel under. So left leg's on top, right leg's on the bottom. I stack my knees. It works better in my body. We're going to inhale, arms all the way up. And as we exhale, we're exhaling our left hand in front of our left shin, right hand behind. Inhale and lengthen. Sits bones still connected with the earth. Reaching the crown of our head toward the sky. Breath is going in through the nose and coming out through the mouth. Inhaling, arms all the way up. Exhaling. Right hand to outside of left thigh. Left hand behind. Actively reaching the crown of our head toward the sky. Inhaling, both arms back up. Exhaling, hands into heart center. Let's go ahead and untwist those legs. Bringing both feet flat on the earth, hands on our shins. We're going to inhale and lengthen, sit our shoulders down and back. around. Tuck the tailbone under. Again, inhale up, tall and long. Exhale, tuck and round. From here, I invite you to slowly lower yourself down to the earth, one vertebra at a time. Coming onto the earth, let's place our hands by our hips. Move our feet so that they're directly lined up with our hips. Toes pointed away, fingertips pointed toward our heels. And you can bring that as close as you're comfortable. And we're going to go ahead and bridge up. So when we lift into bridge, I want you to be mindful of the knees, or the thighs. We don't want our knees dropping open. Let's keep everything lined up. Hip joint, knee joint, ankle joint. Nice long lines. Press through the hands. And now, as we begin this bridge, I want you to begin to walk the shoulder blades together. Do not look left or right. Just keep your gaze skyward. Interlace your fingers behind your back. If we are here, we want to bring those pinky fingers back down in contact with the earth. And keep this space between our chin and our chest open by reaching our fingertips or our knuckles toward our heels. We're sliding those shoulders down and away from the neck. Keep lifting, keep that belly button active. Keep the breath moving. We hold postures, but we don't want to hold our breath. Very nicely done. Let's go ahead and release those interlaced fingers. Walk our shoulder blades apart. And then slowly lower our hips down to the earth, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Once you've released those hips to the ground, go ahead and draw those knees into the chest. Give the low back and hips a little mini massage. Yeah, feels great, doesn't it? Yes. Bring the knees toward the chest. Take your peace fingers. Open your peace fingers, grab your big toes, and open your heels into happy baby or dead bug, whatever you want to call it. Most important, let's pull that tailbone of ours back down toward the earth. So we don't want to be all curled up here as such. We want to flatten everything out. Get as much of our spine onto the earth as we comfortably can. You see the moon out and clouds. It's a beautiful night. Awesome. Big breath in. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. We're taking our feet down to the earth. And I want you to keep your knees bent, feet on the earth. Walk your feet nice and wide. Extend those arms out to the side, palms up or down, whatever feels best for you. And now drop that left knee toward that right ankle. Keep that right knee pointed toward the sky. A little inward rotation here. And we can rotate our head in the opposite direction if that's what you prefer. Inhaling that left knee up. Let's drop that right knee down. And again, you can rotate the head away if you prefer. Keep that left knee pointed toward the sky. Inhale that right knee back toward the sky. Walk the feet together. Soles of the feet come together. Take your fists, place them underneath your thighs as you open up into Baddha Konasana, which is our bound butterfly pose. But we're not bound, but we're just in reclined butterfly. Just open those hips. If you don't need your fists there, you can certainly open the chest. Beautiful. We're going to come onto our left side, hands together, knees, hips stacked, everything stacked. And I want you to take that right hand and I want you to circle sweep above your head across the earth, all the way around. Keep your knees stacked and take your gaze off to that right hand, actively drawing that right shoulder back down toward the earth. Beautiful. Inhaling, sweep that right hand through the air like a rainbow in the sky, back to the left hand, and open it all the way back up, the way it just came from. Pin that right shoulder to the earth. Keep those knees stacked. And now circle sweep that arm back across the ground and above your head, coming back to that beginning point on your side. Roll over to your opposite side. So we're on our right side now. Knees are stacked. We're going to circle sweep that left hand over our head, all the way across, touching the floor. And now that left shoulder is being pinned to the earth as we open our heart. Sweep that hand through the sky, all the way back to the right hand. And now open that left hand, really reach it across. Feel your heart open. Pin that left shoulder down as best you can. Inhale, sweep those fingertips across the earth and all the way back around to the right hand. Beautiful. Roll onto your back and come into a full pencil stretch. Legs together below, arms together up above, interlace the fingers, really reach, and point. Make yourself as long as you can. Beautiful. I love it. Exhale, release those hands down by our hips, move our feet to the outside edges of our mat for Shavasana, final relaxation. If you have some tension in the low back, you could bring the feet onto the yoga mat flat and then let your knees come together to drop in and support one another so that you can be relaxed and you can soften that low back. Mindful that in Shavasana we are quiet and peaceful. We're not sleeping. We're just present in our body. Maybe connecting with our intention from our practice. But we're just having what I like to refer to as some really simple but very soulful quiet time. So just let yourself be quiet and still for the next few moments. I invite you to become aware of the rise and fall of your abdomen. Soften the belly so that the breath is coming in a smooth and even fashion. And now for the next few breaths, after your exhalation, pause the breath out for a moment at the bottom of the breath. Let everything be still, mind, body, breath. And take in that next breath. Fill your body full of life-giving air. And as you exhale again, completely empty your mind with the exiting of the breath. Dissolve all thoughts and let there be that ultimate stillness between breaths. Don't force it out, don't hold it out, just relax it out and let those few seconds be the sweetest. Just allow there to be that moment between breaths, the moment between thoughts, the moment between movement where you're just completely empty, completely still. Where just for the briefest of seconds, everything stops. Keep breathing in this fashion, dissolving the mind, letting each movement come in its own natural, organic way, without effort, just simply effortless, weightless. Such a beautiful moment in that stillness. Now I invite you to move about in whatever fashion or manner you feel. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes or roll your head side to side. I'm in a seated position at this moment, but you're lying flat on your back. So let's sweep the arms together up above, legs together down below. Find that full body stretch once again, but make it gentle and passive. Just a nice, easy stretch. And as you find your next out breath, draw both the knees into the chest. Come into that little ball. Maybe roll on the low back and hips. Awesome. Now invite you onto your side into fetal position. Maybe stack your hands up underneath your head. Come onto your side. Keep your eyes closed. Just take a moment here to acknowledge the people in your life, the people that love you, support you, that care for you. And just send out a silent message of love, honor, and support. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and return to this easy seated position, cross-leg position, Sukhasana. And we'll finish with a couple deep cleansing breaths. So I want to use a little lion's breath. That means when we exhale, we're going to open our mouth, stick out our tongue, and you'll feel a little silly, but it feels really good, all right? So inhale here, and exhale, let it out. And again, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And now last breath, let's open our hearts. Exhale our hands into heart center. And thank you. I'm so very, very grateful that you joined me for this practice tonight. I hope you leave your mat with a heart full, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Namaste. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.